The downfall. The year is 2029. America is a tinderbox. Years of King Trump's iron-fisted rule have left the nation scarred and deeply divided. His grip on power, once absolute, is finally slipping. The Democrats, fueled by the people's simmering rage, have retaken the House of Representatives. Their first act? Impeachment. Trump, in his gilded cage atop Trump Tower, reacted with predictable fury. He saw this for what it was, a coup, an attempt by the deep state to overturn the will of the people. He wouldn't stand for it. He signed an executive order that will jail any Republicans in Alcatraz who votes to impeach him. The ink practically burning a hole through the paper. The Senate floor became a battleground. The vote was closer than anyone expected. But in the end, America held its breath, and the unthinkable happened. Both King Trump and his vice president were impeached. Part 2. A city divided. Washington, D.C. became a battleground city on edge. Pro-King Trump rallies fueled by conspiracy theories and rage flooded the streets. They clashed with anti-King Trump protesters, their chants of "Not My King" echoing through the monuments. The National Guard was deployed, a thin blue line struggling to hold back the tide of unrest. The world watched, aghast, as the once shining beacon of democracy teetered on the brink of chaos. In the midst of this turmoil, the Senate convened. Their task was a weighty one: to choose a new Speaker of the House. This person, by law, would become the next President of the United States. The air crackled with tension. Names were put forward, debated, and discarded. Then a glimmer of hope emerged from the chaos. A Democrat known for his unwavering integrity and commitment to unity was proposed. To the surprise of many, support crossed party lines. Republicans, their consciences pricked by King Trump's increasingly erratic behavior, lent their votes. The Democrat was elected Speaker. He represented a chance to heal the nation's wounds, to restore sanity to the highest office in the land. But King Trump, holed up in his tower, wasn't done yet. He refused to acknowledge the vote. He declared the new president a fraud, a puppet of the deep state. And then, he made his move. Part 3. The Speaker's stand. Under the cover of darkness, King Trump dispatched his loyalists. They stormed the Capitol building, their faces twisted with a mixture of fear and fanaticism. The newly elected Speaker, working late in his office, had little time to react. He was seized, dragged out of the building, and thrown into a waiting car. The news spread like wildfire. The city's police force, witnessing King Trump's descent into tyranny firsthand, had finally had enough. In a stunning act of defiance, they surrounded the building where the Speaker was being held. The Speaker emerged, flanked by the D.C. police. He was free. Part 4. The Fall of the King. The sight of the Speaker, safe and sound, was like a shot of adrenaline to the heart of the resistance. The crowds roared their approval. The tide had turned. King Trump, isolated and alone in his tower, had finally overplayed his hand. His support, already crumbling, evaporated completely. The Republican Party, finally seeing the monster they had created, abandoned him. The courts, no longer cowed by his threats, moved to uphold the law. The end, when it came, was swift and unceremonious. King Trump's spokesperson hastily arranged a press conference to announce that the king will be leaving the Oval Office. King Trump, his face a mask of rage and disbelief, refused to leave. But there was no fight left in him. He had lost. It was over. King Trump crony, his voice firm but compassionate, informed the king that it was time to go. The reign of King Trump, a dark chapter in American history, was finally at an end. Next episode, King Trump in Cuba. Please donate $1 to the Making of King Trump the series at Cash App. $USA now.